Share to group. Do I have to push anything?
No, you're good.
How do I introduce myself?
You're on. I can see you. Great. No, you're good, Dot. You're on there. I can see you.
Okay, great. Hello, everyone.
You're on. I can see you. Nobody's on there yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm just testing it out. Hello, everyone. I'm Jerry Isley, and tonight we're going to look at a few things that have been lost in history and try to explain what they are and why they happened as a part of an ongoing an ongoing campaign I have to shock minimalists when they come into my house. Oops. Yeah, you went off.
Okay, Dad. I can't be on the phone because there's too much feedback.
Oh, okay.
So I'll try to I'll call you if there's questions.
Okay, great. All right, thanks. Hello. Good to see you, Debbie. Good to hear from you. Nice to have you on. I see some other people are. Oh, Bethany, hi. Hi, everybody. Glad to have you here this evening. I just thought I wanted to say hello to all of you who are tuning in. I just thought it would be fun to visit and talk about some things that are lost in history that made life gracious in the past and can be a clue for us as we are in isolation at the moment. We can entertain ourselves in style and elegance. We don't have to just slump in our sweatpants and say hello to ourselves or our cat or our dog. Punky may come in here at some point, but she's out somewhere right now. It's really good to have you all here. Tonight we'll look at least 3 objects. They're silver and one is wood. And I may need to ask you what they may be for because I can't always tell what they are. But tonight we will talk about some Victorian objects. Since most people think I'm a Victorian, I'm glad to identify with that. But I do love living in the modern world. And I do love adding beauty to the world as it is, especially right now in our isolation. So I will be briefly talking with you about 3 or 4 objects, and we'll be coming back again and eventually start reading some stories by the fireside if it doesn't get too warm out here in Upperville. So thank you all for being here. The first object I have is this fork. Notice the top of it is like Neptune's sword or whatever, silver, and down toward the bottom of the stem right here there are grape leaves and grapes. I have always thought I thought it would be fun to do this because people come to my house all the time and know our family, and there's an unending amount of things in here to look at. I decided that my house has always been sort of like a Gothic cathedral. There's art and things that have been created in places that only God and the artists see, and that's true of my house. So minimalists, be warned, it is not a very comfortable place for simple living. Anyway, there are beautiful things that make living much more enjoyable. And I just thought I'd share them with you tonight. I'm sorry if I'm repeating. I'm getting used to doing this. This is the first time. So this fork looks like Neptune's fork at the top. And there is a grape pattern right here, which I noticed when I decided to show it. It's made out of silver. It's Art Nouveau. It'd be late 19th century. I always thought, I think it's used for, maybe one of you can figure it out. But we use it for individual asparagus spears. It can be used, if it has with the pattern of grapes, I think it's to be used with clumps of grape in a bowl, that you would take this. This would be a very useful thing right now with the coronavirus, because you could easily stay 6 feet away from anything or anybody with this. So I just thought you might like to see this, and if any of you have a comment or want to ask, I'd be glad to do that. Oh, Morgan, hi, glad you're here. Dwight, good to see you. I lost a couple of other people that are here. I'm not ignoring you, any of you. So I hope you enjoy this, and think of something that you might have that you could use to pick up grapes and keep the 6 feet distance from each other. Then you could easily have dinner together at each end of the table. So I'll go on to the next object. You see, the Victorians were not silly, and they were not excessive. They had a utensil for everything. And right now, since we can't have any human contact, it's quite a good thing to have a long fork, either to poke your friend or to get some food. Hi, Kat. Good to have you here. Jess, yeah. Jess just said it's my magic wand. This is definitely my magic wand. And I'll poke you if you don't mind. Hi, Ken. Carolyn. Hey, Nathan. The Victorians were not silly. Yes, they were not silly. They were very efficient and effective. They had a utensil for everything that they used. The reason I think these two are paired is because, in a way, they have the same shape. I know what this is. This is definitely used for, it's a server for asparagus. Like the asparagus spears are in the bowl, you can lift it up and then serve it and not have them fall out. They stay right in this nice cradle. This one is monogrammed, and it is, I believe, around 1918. It's not exactly Deco. It's more just before Deco. It would be what Maggie might have at Downton Abbey when they're serving asparagus. So that's fresh from Downton Abbey. Now, since I love asparagus, it's very good for you. It doesn't make you gain weight. Thanks, Ken. Hi, Kathy. Good to have you here. Laugh out loud. I want a long fork. A long fork is perfect for the coronavirus. This is handy. I don't think it was quite as handy now, but it could be. You could put mints in it if you wanted to, or a pillbox, or something else. Hi, Michael. Good to see you. This it's actually labeled on the front. I don't know if you can see it. I'm sorry. But it says collar buttons. This is for collar buttons, and this is like a miniature collar button. And you would have collars. What they would do is, like in the 20s and before, they would have celluloid collars. My mother used to talk about it. I skipped several generations. My mother, they were 46 when I was born, so she was born in 1900. My wife Twala's grandmother is the same age as my mother. Well, anyway, she remembers these celluloid collars, which are probably very uncomfortable, but you could change your collar, and you could use the same collar and then change the shirt. So that's what these were for. These were buttons to close your collar. Oh, and buttons to button on the shirt. One day I'll wear one. I have one. It's like the tuck shirts are like that. They have buttons here and in the back, and then there's a button in front to close it, and then you'd have studs. So, Now, hi Charlie, good to have you here, Carolyn. Now, the next thing, it's cold in here, it is still winter. Melody, hi. This is the thing of mystery. This was a present from my wife Twala's music teacher, Mrs. Niski. For those of you who know Eureka, you'll know about Mrs. Niski. She was quite something. She was legendary. She died in her 90s, and Twala took piano from her for many years. She taught her piano, and her house was like a magical kingdom. It was even more Victorian than this house, or any of my things. She was part of a pioneer family that came in the 1800s to Northern California and literally pioneered it and farmed it and ranched it. And they lost everything there was a depression or something, I forget what it was in the 19th century, and it had a big home, huge Victorian home, and her house was filled with wonderful antique pianos and huge, beautiful old paintings. They were paintings of cows, and they were paintings of scenes of redwoods. Those paintings are in the Humboldt County Museum, which was an old bank down in Eureka, California, for those that have ever been there. Hello, Derek. Hello, Kirsten. Nice to see you're here. And who else? Oh, Derek. Buzz Jordan. Cool. Nice to have you all here. Okay, so anybody know what this is? It's brass and wood. It looks like a nutcracker. It's not. Hey, Hurst. Good to have you here. I don't know if you know what this is, but I'm asking somebody to guess. Dwight says hi to love it to Abigail too. Okay, somebody said I don't know. Melody says it's a butt cracker. That could be too. You could use it for that. Oops, butter press. Yeah, it looks like a butter press, but it's not. Anybody else? Fly swatter. A press. Thank you, John. Not sure. I want to know. Okay, this is kind of rare. It was from her family, and it's all made out of beautiful. I think it's probably walnut, but it's beautifully grained dark black walnut with brass. And what it is, it's a press for a lime. You would use this, and these limes here, you press it like this, and then the lime juice would fall into your cup, like, whoops, like that. So the juice goes out through these marks. This was an envelope or wax press. That would be great. Hi, Angela. Well, it is a lime. It is actually a lime press. I finally figured it out. It took forever. Hey, Catherine Larson. Good to see you. All right. Next, I have a small instrument. This is going to be the last for today. Hey, Matt. Good to see you. Anyone know what this is? For large margarita glasses. Nice. Hey, Martha. Hey, Bill. Gin and tonics. Nice. We're making me thirsty for a Moscow Mule. Nice. Hi, so great to see you, Angela. Talk to you at least. Pitter. No, it's not a pitter. It's silver, and it has beautiful enamel work on the end. I've looked for a label. It doesn't say Tiffany's. I kind of think it may be Russian silver, because Russians did a lot of enamel work like this. A friend of mine, Tina Helmetsky, and I visited a woman in upstate New York that had a whole collection of these kind of enamel things on them. What it is, anybody? Olive server. Good guess. When you'd press it down, well, it's stuck. I didn't wash it before I use it. Anyway, there's it. It opens and closes, so you can take an. Oops, sorry. It opens and closes. You can take an olive press and put it in your glass. Next time I'll get used to doing this, and I'll have more props. Maybe even have a prop to go with it. Well, I think that's it for today, and I hope you save this. I have to finish later. We will save it. Thank you. Hey Cheryl, nice to see you. Good to have you all here. And from time to time I will be exploring objects, and then beside it being saved, I will start reading either from Narnia or Tolkien, I'm not sure yet, but it'll be by the fireside with my pipe. So that will be another time. Sing us a song. I'm not sure what song I should sing. Hey Bob, nice to see you. Love you all. Hang on a second. I've lost myself here. I'm back. Sorry. If any of you have requests, let me know. Yes, this is Sir Duke of the North Ridings. Did you describe the seraphim behind you? No, not exactly right now. I will be glad to do that. Bethany wants a pipe too. Great to see you, Rob. Great to have you. Love you all. Any other requests? Anything you'd like to see or hear about or be described? Well, I'll see you next time. We'll let you know. Thank you all for coming. It's been great to be with you. And just one moment. I am closing with my pipe. This is a Dutch pipe. Walking tour of the house. Okay, that'll come. And vintage teacups, we can do that. And a Torah pointer. Oh yeah, I have a Torah pointer. We'll do that next time. Thanks. Lastly, but not leastly, this is a plumier, and it's a box for an artist, and it's 19th century, and it's from France. I got it in France when I was there with Brent. You keep your brushes, your pens, and there's some charcoal pencil in here and the pen nibs. And it closes like that, and then the cover slides in and says Plumier. All right, thank you all for coming. I will take a tour of the house. We'll do it one corner of a room at a time, probably. Thanks a lot. Talk to you all later. Love you all. What brand tobacco? I like Georgetown tobacco. You can feel the heat of your fire. Nice. All right. Talk to you later. Love you all so much.